Hello, everybody. It's nice to see everybody. So my name is Laura Rinankowski. I'm an international astrological life and relationship coach. I coach in English, Spanish, Finnish, and Italian. I'm not an astrologer, but I know a lot about astrology, and that's why I give these. Talks. And today I'm going to talk about the new moon in Aries. And we're already in that energy now. So the new moon in Aries, it's a fiery one, and it's a very powerful one as well. So spring is in full effect, and if you haven't already felt inspired to commence a complete rebrand, the next lunation may give you the fiery boost you need. The new moon in thrill-seeking Aries, which peaks on March 31st and April 1st. This lunation is a fresh start for a number of reasons. For one, this lunation marks the first new moon of the astrological new year. So it's an ideal occasion to refresh our goals. Really think about what kind of goals do you have for this year? What kind of goals were you thinking about in January when the year started? The April 2022 new moon, also dubbed a black moon since it's the second new moon in a single month for those in the Pacific time zone and the first of the two new moons in April, is bringing in all the new vibes, making it a great time to rest, revisit your vision boards, and take charge. There's plenty of potential to step into your power during this lunation, so knowing the spiritual meaning of the April 2022 new black moon in Aries is a must if you want to dominate your most ambitious goals. So really think about your goals. Now is a great time. To do that. So in astrology, new moons kickstart the lunar cycle. Spiritually, this energy is concentrated on restoring the mind, body, and soul. Astrologically speaking, this is the best time for beginning new projects, forming new relationships, as well as leaving behind things that hold us back. The new moon brings us a cosmic clean slate, perfect for realigning our goals, resetting our intentions, and manifesting new opportunities. And the fresh feels are supercharged by the fact that the Aries new moon restarts the astrological year, allowing us to reflect on the lessons learned, embrace the changes, and look ahead when it comes to crushing our goals. So really think about this new moon in Aries has the energy of doing a complete reset. New moons are always about new beginnings, and especially a new moon in Aries, which is the first of the signs. In a way, it's like an astrological new year. So this lunation is also about honoring yourself and being unapologetic about it. That's because Aries is the first zodiac sign in the wheel, which comes with a sense of overly competitiveness and a drive to succeed. Likewise, this energy is nestled in the new moon vibe, inspiring the collective to not only explore their wants and needs, but to selfishly and necessarily put yourself first. Aries isn't concerned with anyone else, so this is a time to be spiritually selfish and wholeheartedly in love with yourself. You have to choose yourself right now, because that's the only way your hopes and dreams will choose you in return. So it's okay to be selfish now. Really think about what you want, and go after those dreams and ambitions that you have. Trailblazing Aries is all about taking risks and eliminating self-doubt. That means the April 2022 new moon lays groundwork for revamping your self-esteem in order to cement your objectives. In order to do that, though, getting clear on your wants and needs. This is the ultimate new moon for intention setting, because whatever you start now has the ability to carry through the whole next year. So really think about what do you want to accomplish this year. These are really, really powerful, intense energies now to put those intentions out. These fire signs aren't too concerned about limitations, and they certainly don't let doubt fill their minds. and their brazen outlook on life is a great way to release your inhibitions and take that necessary leap of faith. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and brings an energized and confident energy to the air. This makes the new moon the perfect time to hit the reset button on your goals for the year. Self-assured and insatiably competitive, the blazing impact of the Aries moon sets our passions ablaze, but for more reasons than being the lunation alone, but a powerful aspect between two major malefic planets. This new moon in Aries will also be forming a few key transits, including a sextile with Mars, the planet of action, and Saturn, the planet of hard work. It can feel like spinning on an endless hamster wheel that's going nowhere. When these planets link up with the new moon in Aries, there is the promise of a big payoff. As long as you keep your eyes on the prize and avoid abandoning ship as a result of impatience. What better way to work with the fiery energy of Aries than safely playing with fire? And remember, safely playing with fire. Candle gazing is a great way to honor the Aries new moon. Fire manifestations can be really quick at this time. Just light a candle, stare into the flame, and meditate on what you want for yourself. Aries isn't afraid of going after what they want, and seldom do they let anyone stand in their way, not even imposter syndrome. Their tenacious attitude makes it a perfect time to take those bold risks in your personal life. Apply for that dream job, no matter how unqualified you feel. Spend the night updating your LinkedIn and CV with all the projects you crushed during the first few months of the year. Although Aries' vibe is nonstop action, the energy of the new moon is about resetting your batteries. Aries season can get hectic fast. The best way to ensure you're ready to build your empire is to take care of your mind and body. If you're looking for a low-energy new moon ritual, try lighting a red candle and intuitive journaling for 10 minutes before you go to bed early. Don't forget to be patient with yourself while going after the gold. After all, even the most confident fire signs need to practice self-compassion sometimes too. So now I'm going to talk about how the new moon in Aries is going to affect all the different signs. So of course, first for Aries, all eyes are on you, Aries, during this new moon. As one of the boldest of the zodiac signs, you may enjoy being in the spotlight. But think about who you are when no one is looking, and when everyone is. Often we carefully curate our outward presentation. We disguise ourselves out in the open. And while you're not shy about vibrant colors and notice me fashions, this new moon is asking if you're bold enough to wear your heart on your sleeve too. It's also saying it's okay to put yourself first, to take your much famed adventurousness, to be boldly, wildly, authentically yourself. Be vulnerable. Share your hopes and your hurts. If there's any sign brave enough to do this, it's you. There is no project more important for you right now than discovering who you are and acting every day in radical alignment with that version of yourself. Taurus. Permission to rest, relax, and recharge, Taurus. You're a sign that is known to enjoy the simple pleasures. Think cozy pajamas, takeout, and guilty pleasure TV. The invitation of this new moon is to be intentional about your restorative time. If you want to spend a day doing nothing, that is something. Honor your need to do that. Honor that need to do that something without guilt. Ask yourself, does this time feel good in the moment? Does it set me up to feel balanced and rested to then take on bigger challenges? Is the only reason I don't do it more often is because it's perceived as lazy or self-indulgent? This new moon is inviting you to put your self-care needs first. Let go of the idea that you must always be producing to feel worthy. Sometimes the most purposeful thing you can do is to not have purpose and just be in the moment. Gemini. The last 2 years could have put a strain on your relationships, especially friendships. We went from hanging out, carousing, and hugging to Zoom meetups that quickly led to online fatigue. For you, Gemini, this shift could have felt like a real loss as you thrive in both group and one-to-one friendships. If you have felt this way, this new moon is coming at the perfect time. It's giving you the wonderful opportunity for a fresh start in your friendships. It's your cosmic reminder that friendships must be caretaken just as much as any other relationship we care about. Make an intention to call up your closest friends, Gemini. The ones you can be your quirky and authentic self around without judgment. The ones who see you and love you, but also the ones you may have lost touch with. Call them. Let them know what they mean to you. Cancer. This year is all about your public image. Soon, Jupiter will bring career blessings when he enters the sign of Aries. And this lunation is the start. Get clear on what you want those blessings to look like. What have you always wanted to do? Open a business, lead a team, write a book, start a family. This lunation is about aligning Aries energy that urges us towards self-empowerment and adventure with your Cancerian predisposition to act in emotional alignment with your true feelings. If you're not doing what you love every day, that's okay. But what is one simple thing you can do right now to get yourself closer to that? What are you investing time in, Cancer? If the answer is anything other than your own dreams, use this new moon to plant new seeds of intention that will get you one step closer to making them real. Leo. Adventure is calling, Leo. The question is, are you ready to answer? This new moon is asking you to go big and not stay home. Travel opportunities have been in short supply recently. But over the next year, you will be infinitely more inspired to get out there, especially when Jupiter enters Aries in May. Use this new moon to think about what you want to see and do, and also why. Taking one yoga class could be what leads you to a life-changing yoga retreat. Casually reading a horoscope could catapult you into a career of divination. Liking a travel account on social media could inspire you to actually go there and have a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. For you, this new moon is about feeling the urge to book more trips, see more places and experiences, entirely new stimuli outside of your comfort zone, and then feeding that adventurous desire. Virgo. Can you let go to let someone else in, Virgo? That's your pivotal question during this new moon. You're a giver and a helper. When someone is in need, you're the first person everyone calls. You either know how to fix it or have the perfect thing to say. But how about when you need help? Does anyone even know? Are you able to ask for assistance? If you get it, do you feel like you're worthy enough to receive it? During this new moon, repeat that you are worthy, like a mantra. Say it so often that you finally start believing it. This new moon is an adventure in physical, emotional, sexual, and spiritual vulnerability for you. It may not look like a radical change on the outside, but this could be the new moon that awakens a deeply healing inner transformation in you. One you've earned and deserve. Libra. If you've been longing for a fresh start in love, Libra, then this new moon is something like divine timing. If relationships have felt stagnant or like a spark has been missing, now's the time to reignite passion and adventure. This energy can express itself in the bedroom, but there's also an opportunity to go deeper. Aries energy is about authenticity and our ability to boldly express our individual nature. Aries craves freedom. At first glance, that can feel like it contrasts with your Libra solar need for union and partnership. But this lunation is urging you to see that you don't have to compromise yourself for the sake of another. Real love and partnerships require freedom. Your freedom to be you and your partner's freedom to be themselves, and both of you to be accepted for it. Perfection is never the price for being loved. Being yourself is. Scorpio. There is reward in ritual, Scorpio, if we know where to look for it. You're a sign that enjoys the allure of mystery. Something as mundane as a daily routine can be quite uninspiring to you. Paying bills, getting ready, boring, right? But what if you could change your perspective, put more intention into tasks you perform on autopilot? What if you could look at something like a walk around your neighborhood, the same familiar place, and see it as a stranger would? This new moon in Aries is about waking up a sense of adventure in your daily life. So that way, an email in your inbox doesn't produce a burdensome weight of one more thing you have to do, and instead becomes one more thing you get to do. Use this new moon to help you cherish every moment, because time goes by fast and life with it. Sagittarius. This new moon is all about fun for you, Sagittarius. The kind of fun you had when you were a kid. It's about having an adventure, living in the moment, and then living to tell the tale about it. It's about letting your inner child out and recapturing the youthful exuberance and optimism you may have once felt, but got lost along the way of deadlines, obligations, and the weight of responsibilities. This new moon is about healing your inner child by acknowledging the role your inner child still plays in your heart. What would you do if you could do anything that you wanted to? Where would you go? Who would be with you? What activity would you choose? And most importantly, how would you like to feel? Then use this new moon to do just one thing that brings you closer to making that vision into a reality. Capricorn. How often are you doing more for others than you are doing for yourself, Capricorn? It's a question that's often asked of people in relationships. But it is an equally important question with family members and at home. Are you shouldering more responsibility than should reasonably be expected? This new moon is a chance to balance out where obligations may be overweighted on you. When it comes to taking ownership and accountability, people always turn to you. But you also need time for yourself. You also need a moment to put your needs first, or to have a space that is just your own to unwind. Use this new moon as an opportunity to get help around the house with your daily chores, so you can free yourself up to do more of the things you wish you had more time to do. Because if you do, then you will. Aquarius. What's your relationship like with communication, Aquarius? Do you wish you could change how you interact with not only people, but with your actual devices? Can you be more intentional about putting your phone down so you can be more fully present? Is it about making your preferred communication style more clear to others? Letting them know you can't always respond to every text, or instead that you appreciate more prompt replies? Whatever it is, as our dependence on technology to communicate with others grows, so does our fraught relationship with the devices we're using to do that communicating. Look at this new moon as a chance to hit the celestial reset button on the thornier parts of corresponding with others, as in managing expectations and establishing guidelines, so you can spend more time focusing on the quality of your conversations and less time thinking about how you'll do it. Pisces. You're getting a fresh start in your world of personal finances, especially as Jupiter, planet of abundance, will very soon bring luck and blessing in matters of money. With the future pointing towards financial freedom, it's a good time to think about what you want your future to look like and what role financial health plays in it. Use this time to invest in your greatest asset, your own dreams. Then plan what exactly you need to fuel those dreams. This isn't a time for reckless spending, but for intentional budgeting. Money can be an awkward subject to talk about, but it can be a critical part of our sense of security. What do you need to feel comfortable, to feel in control, and to feel adventurous? Remember that Aries is a cardinal sign which calls on us to initiate a plan. Now it's time to invest in yourself, Pisces. So thank you. May this new moon in Aries activate you in all ways. I offer coaching sessions in English, Spanish, Finnish, and Italian. You can get in touch with me if you'd like a session at lauracoaching@gmail.com. And my website is laurarenankowski.com. And my Wake Up to Your True Potential YouTube series, the link is there. It's a series where I interview amazing people from around the world. So please subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends, and help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. So stop sharing, and I'll stop the recording.